Griffin Jax trade request inside the Twins fire sale. In a surprising turn of events, Griffin Jax, the Minnesota Twins ace reliever, requested a trade, and the team's response ignited a fire sale that reshaped their roster. This is the story of how the Twins navigated the trade deadline, dealing away key players and acquiring promising prospects. And this is just the beginning of the saga. On a fateful Thursday, Griffin Jax made a bold move by asking for a trade, a decision the Twins honored mere moments before the deadline. Initially, the Twins were uncertain if they could secure a suitable return for their star setup man, as the market for his services developed slowly. However, a timely call from the Tampa Bay Rays changed everything. The Rays expressed interest in swapping Jax for Taj Bradley, a young starting pitcher with immense potential. After hours of deliberation, the Twins struck a deal, sending Jax to Tampa Bay in exchange for Bradley, a move that stunned the baseball world. Previously, the Twins had traded Jhoan Duran to the Philadelphia Phillies, receiving Triple-A starting pitcher Mick Abel and High-A Cedar Rapids catcher Eduardo Tate, ranked number 56 on MLB Pipeline's top 100 prospect list. While the Duran trade was driven by attractive offers, the situation with Jax was different. It wasn't until late in the afternoon that a group of suitors, including Seattle, Toronto, and Boston, showed interest in Jax. The incident between Jax and manager Rocco Baldelli during a lopsided loss to Boston didn't directly prompt the trade, but it did set the stage for Jax's departure. Ex-Twins shortstop Carlos Correa, witnessing the confrontation, offered to mediate a meeting between Jax and Baldelli. After smoothing things over, Correa revealed to Jax that he would waive his no-trade clause for a deal to Houston if the Twins intended to dismantle their roster. When the teardown began, including the unexpected trade of Correa back to the Astros, Jax instructed his agent to request a trade. Just 25 minutes before the deadline, Jax anticipated staying with the Twins, especially after a false report suggested Joe Ryan had been traded to the Boston Red Sox. Although the rumor was quickly debunked, it left Ryan and Jax in a state of uncertainty. Unbeknownst to them, the Twins were finalizing the deal with Tampa Bay and another surprise trade, sending reliever Lewis Varland to the Blue Jays for outfielder Alan Roten and pitching prospect Kendry Rojas. In the aftermath of the deadline, the Twins addressed the confusion caused by the fake trade rumor involving Ryan. President of Baseball Operations Derek Falvey assured Ryan that the trade talks with the Red Sox never progressed. Unlike other teams, the Red Sox engaged in serious discussions only 15 minutes before the deadline, leaving insufficient time for both sides to agree on the terms. Consequently, the Twins decided against pursuing a trade. With an inexperienced bullpen, the Twins explored the possibility of reuniting with veteran free agent Ryan Pressly. Pressly, who had a successful stint with the Twins before being traded to the Houston Astros in 2018, is considering his options, including retirement. Additionally, Twins owner Joe Pohlad personally called each of the 10 players traded to express his gratitude, acknowledging the stress and uncertainty surrounding the deadline. One of the intriguing acquisitions in the Duran trade was catcher Eduardo Tate, whose future position remains uncertain. While some believe Tate could transition to first base if he doesn't stick as a catcher, others see him as a versatile asset with a strong hit tool and power potential. Regardless of his defensive role, Tate's bat is expected to make an impact in the organization. This whirlwind of trades and roster changes marks a new chapter for the Minnesota Twins, setting the stage for a rebuilding phase filled with promise and potential. Breaking: Griffin Jax demands trade out of Minnesota Twins amidst historic fire sale. Imagine being a fan of the Minnesota Twins, still reeling from the shocking trade deadline fire sale that left the team and its supporters in a state of utter bewilderment. The Pohlad family's decision to dismantle the team has sent shockwaves throughout the clubhouse, leaving players and fans alike wondering what the future holds. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. One of the team's most talented relievers, Griffin Jax, has requested a trade. And the Twins have granted his wish. As the dust settles, it's clear that the implications of this move will be far-reaching, and the question on everyone's mind is, what's next for the Twins? The trade deadline fire sale, orchestrated by Derek Falvey, has been a topic of heated debate among fans and pundits alike. While some argue that it was a necessary evil to rebuild the team, others see it as a blatant disregard for the fans and the team's winning potential. And this is the part most people miss: the human element. Players like Griffin Jax, who have given their all to the team, are now being forced to reevaluate their futures. Jax, in particular, has been a standout performer, with a 4.50 ERA and a 2.02 FIP across 46 innings this season. His sweeper is widely regarded as one of the nastiest pitches in the game, and it's no wonder that the Tampa Bay Rays were eager to acquire him. But what's striking is that Jax didn't initially want to leave the Twins. He was frustrated with the way he was being used by manager Rocco Baldelli, particularly in a 13-1 drubbing against the Boston Red Sox. However, as the trade,